What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Resistance. Haven't seen y'all in a while on the live stream tip. Decided to come back and show y'all what happened yesterday. Now, a lot of y'all are familiar with the video I did yesterday, which was a follow-up of going back to the chief medical examiner's office. And my purpose of going back was to provide them the opportunity of giving me the front receptionist's full name, which they didn't. But what you guys didn't see was pre-recorded footage of me speaking with the Massachusetts state trooper. And he basically blocked my access from getting to the building. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. We about to get right into it. Appreciate all y'all. My man Mike Jones. Gene Mim, he says I'm late. Sorry about that, y'all. Savannah Bot Israel. Hey, fam. Willie Luster. Big Dog Gaming. Robert Reed. Appreciate all of y'all. Unindoctrinated. What's going on, bro? We about to get into this situation. So let's just get into it like right now. I.E. Dixon, my man. Shout outs to I.E. Dixon. Location of incident: Massachusetts State Police Boston Satellite Crime Laboratory, 720 Albany Street, Boston, Massachusetts, 02118. Hours of operation: Monday to Friday, 9 a.m., 5 p.m. Phone number: 857-377-2112. A public accessible building. Shout outs to Roscoe, Big Man Terry, Frankie. What's going on, bro? DD Lump, Charles Ivory. Appreciate all of y'all. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Follow up at the Chief Medical Examiner's office. Let's see if they respect. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind y'all that this is pre-recorded from yesterday, a piece of footage that you guys didn't get a chance to see. So anybody that comes in later than you guys, let them know if they ask questions. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all share this. Front desk. Maybe she's upstairs again. Now, this scene right here is a few minutes, maybe about close to 2 minutes of footage. And I kept this in the video purposely just to show you guys. As you can see, this is the front desk right here. And I want to use the word abandoned, but I'm not going to use the word abandoned. I'm just going to say that it's an empty post. The hours of operation, as you can see, they open up at 8:30 a.m. I believe they close at 4:30, and I was well within the hours of operation during that time. So I kept this footage so you can see the length of time that I was in the vestibule trying to get in. You've reached the office of the Chief Medical Examiner, located at 720 Albany Street, Boston. If you're trying to reach Massachusetts State Police Crime Scene Services Unit, please hang up and dial 857-377-211. Entirely too long for the front desk to be absent during business hours at this time. Now, I know that I had dropped a community post before I went earlier that morning. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, I dropped a community post earlier that morning, and I think that community post gave them the heads up that I was coming back for a follow-up. Okay, so this is my here we go right here. This is the public records request that I submitted during the follow-up. That's the address right there. So this is the public request that I submitted during the follow-up. And I said, looking forward to a follow-up at the Chief Medical Examiner's Office and the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security to submit my complaint from yesterday's video, which was 2 days ago, the original video. Here's a public records request that I'll be submitting today, and so on. So I'm pretty sure that they received this community post. Somebody's seen it, because I've had several employees and family members of employees drop comments on this video. So, there you go. All right, let me get back to the vid.
For one of the following options. For office hours, address, fax number, or webpage, please press 1. If you're trying to reach the Sandwich or Westfield offices,
Jerry Van Hoof.
To report an F, or for information regarding the client case, please press 3. For family or law enforcement,
Shout out's Perfect Sense Resistant.
medical legal investigations, or for questions regarding cremations, please press 4.
And once again, like I said, I kept this dead footage in here, and it's kind of ironic that it's dead footage because I'm at the Chief Medical Examiner's office. But I kept this dead footage in the video to show you how long I've been here waiting, trying to conduct business.
Requesting information or records from our legal department, please press 2. If you are a legal next of kin and you're seeking information regarding requests for DNA and biological specimen testing, please press 3. For the administrative office, please press 4. If you'd like to speak with a receptionist, please press 0.
Why do I have to disclose that with you, sir? All right, so it jumped straight into the conversation. So I had several prompts I had the choice to make while we were listening to the operator, and I had pressed 0 one time that you can see on this video, and one time that you didn't see because I stopped recording. But of course, I knew that the line to the receptionist was right there behind that window, but I pressed it anyway, and I got no answer. So I actually went through those prompts several times. I just stopped recording for a minute, and I chose the state police, and he abruptly picked up the phone like on the first ring, then had time to press record to get the beginning of the conversation. But this was like at least maybe 10 seconds after the state trooper picked up the phone, and he's within this building as well. There's a unit within this building.
Because this is a public building, and for safety reasons, we need to know why you need to be in here.
What's your sir?
For the administrative office, please press 4. If you'd like to speak with a receptionist, please press 0.
Why do I have to disclose that with you, sir?
Because this is a public building, and for safety reasons, we need to know why you need to be in here.
For safety reasons, I'm not here for any problems. I'm not here to cause any danger. I'm here to speak with you. Sir, may I ask who I'm speaking with?
Yeah, you're speaking with Sergeant Ryan Austin of the Massachusetts State Police.
Sergeant, may I inform you that I need to speak with the records access officer. I have some business with him, and what you're doing right now is delaying my progress. I need to speak with him. I'm letting you know that I'm here. I'm letting you know that I'm here on business, sir.
I understand that, sir.
So right there, I've informed him that I'm there on business. Okay, this is not no game. I'm not coming from the circus. I'm here on business. Okay, that's enough information that he needs to allow me in a public building. This is the Chief Medical Examiner's Office. It's a public building. Members of the public can come there to conduct business, just like you guys seen in the original video when I came there to request a public record. So I just let the officer know, state trooper, that I am there on business. Once I say that right there, that's my golden ticket to go in the building and conduct my business in this public building.
But sir, you don't determine that. You don't tell me because I spoke to them yesterday, that because I spoke to them yesterday, I don't get to speak to them today. And I have to tell you.
If I remember correctly, you said you wanted to file a freedom of information request.
Sir, you're moving too far ahead. I'm not discussing any of my...
So just like you heard, I told him, I said, you're moving too far ahead. He said he spoke with the people who I originally spoke with in my original video. And he says that he spoke with them and they said that I handle my business that day. Okay? Regardless of what business he may think that I've handled, I'm a member of the public, and I can handle my business as much as I want, as many times as I want, if I feel as though my business is incomplete. Him being an officer, he's there for crime scene laboratory, state police crime scene laboratory. They handle that situation, okay? The reason why I called him is because I'm there during hours of operation. They're not they're not opening the door, okay? There's a state police crime scene laboratory, which is state police within the building. Let me give him a call and tell him I'm here on business. But see, he wants to delay my process and my progress as far as putting this complaint in. And I'm trying to inform him that he's breaking the law.
My business with you that I have with the records access officer. This is a public building, sir. So you're preventing me from being in a public building. Okay? You're violating my
He just said because you are in a public building, because you're coming to a public building, does not give you full right of access.
The reason I'm saying this to you is because, if I remember correctly, you said you wanted to file a freedom of information request.
Sir, you're moving too far ahead. I'm not discussing any of my business with you that I have with the records access officer. This is a public building, sir. So you're preventing me from being in a public building. Okay? You're violating my
public building, sir, does not give you a full right of access anytime you want.
Sir,
just because you're in a public building does not give you the full right of access anytime you want. And he was speaking about me. Sure it does. Within business hours, I'm able to come there anytime I want because I am a member of the public. I am able to come there anytime that I want to conduct business. That was a bad one on state police right there. And I hope you guys are listening. I hope you are tuning your ears in. Switch all radios to the resistance. You got Trooper, and he's going to identify himself. I couldn't get his last name, but I believe his first name is Ryan, and I did get his serial ID or his badge number, whatever the fuck you troopers call those numbers. But that's a bad one on you guys. All of you need to get in line and during roll call, smack the shit out of him because that was some messed up things that he said about not being able to have public access to a public building. I'm just saying.
You're preventing me from being in a public building. Okay? You're violating my
public building, sir, does not give you a full right of access anytime you want.
Sir, it gives me the full right of access to the lobby area. That's the access. That is the law, sir. Well, how are you going to determine who I speak with? May I have your full name? May I have your name one more time, please? Because you're delaying my progress, and I need to get into this lobby to speak with the records access officer. And so you determine when.
So he said, I don't know when it happened. Okay, within this country and how it became nationwide, but some reason, somehow, some way, public workers shifted from offering services and being courteous to, hey, you do what we say when we tell you to do it. And you do it like this and you do it like that. And what I mean is, you see how you come into an office, social security office, welfare office, offices like this, chief medical examiner, as soon as they, have a word with you, they want to give you the most common directive that they do in offices: point to a chair and have a seat. And that's minimal, okay? That's something small, but that's just within the list of directives and what they think, okay, they can do to members of the public. Oh no. Sorry for poor old Sanji over here in this chief medical office for, curring like she did and tucking her tail. And trust me, she was not the subject of my video, okay? It's just so happened that she became the subject, Sorry that, it had to be shown as if she was in this let me see how do they want to put it, as if, oh, you're messing with poor old Sanji. You shouldn't even have done things like that to her. Now you want to put in a complaint on her and do this and do that. Well, see, this is the reason why poor old Sanji is receiving the complaint. Because anytime I walk in a public building with a camera and I'm just recording what's on display to the public, like the pictures and all that stuff on the wall, because they damn sure don't have the pictures and shit up for themselves. No, they want to show off and they want to show the public what they do. So in this office right here, I showed all types of things that the state police had up and pictures of wax figured people that looking crazy and shit. And she asked me twice. She said, "Can I help you?" So I said, "1 second, ma'am. 1 second. I'm gathering shots. I don't need to go into detail of what's going on. Okay? Yeah, I'm not being threatening. I am not causing any violence within this office." Because of that, and because I had the camera in my hand, that's when they decided to call everybody else and go into, why am I recording? And when I wanted to mention, and every time I brought up that I want to put in a complaint, they wanted to sidestep that, the complaint about Sanji, and wanted the focus to be about the public records request. We handled that. Once the woman brought out the pen and the paper, that was over with. Now I want to focus on this complaint, because the thing about it is, if poor old sweet Sanji is going to curl behind a 2.5-inch glass, 3-inch glass, then she needs heavy training for when the next person comes in and want to exercise their rights, okay? And want to receive services the way they want to receive them. She needs to get the heavy training for that. And I said it and I mean it. And if Sanji has to be an example, well, God damn it, let her be the example.
My business is over? No, they do not. They don't get the option. No, my business wasn't over with yesterday. It was incomplete. So let me inform you on that. Now I'm back to get it completed. And I need to speak with the record. Excuse me? Sir, I don't have to discuss that to you. Yeah, but what I need.
And he's going into what's the nature of my business. He's a state trooper. Okay? I already informed him that I have business. That's enough right there. I'm pretty sure he's looking at me in the vestibule area. They got 2 cameras up there. I'm pretty sure he's looking at me so he can see that I'm not acting aggressive. Okay? You can see that I'm not looking violent in nature. I'm not doing any of those things. But he's okay, ladies and gentlemen. The simple thing of it is that he is violating my civil rights. All right? And that's a big situation when it comes down to that in this country. When it comes down to violating civil rights in this country, that's a big situation. Oh yeah, Supreme Court don't like that. Let me tell you why. Because a lot of people think that civil rights came out of the minority era. Or let me not say minority era. A lot of people think that civil rights came out of minority movements, okay? And that's a farce. That's not true. Oh, no. The first group to win a civil rights case is the Ku Klux Klan. And I'd be damned if they walk down the street with burning crosses, I could walk in public buildings and request what I want.
You involved. Excuse me, sir. Sir, when I need you involved, let me just inform you that you're blocking me from a public building. I have business here, and you're violating my constitutional rights. I want you to understand that. That's first. No, you do not need to know. You are a separate office within this building that has anything.
Why did you call me, sir?
Because there's nobody at the front to open the door. I need access to the lobby.
Correct, sir. We are also a branch of the state government, and we provide assistance when legally necessary.
Okay, and the assistance that I need from you is to get me the records access officer and allow me, which is my constitutional right, access to this lobby, please. You cannot tell me no. You cannot tell me no, sir. No, excuse me, sir. Were you there? Were you there, sir?
I spoke with him afterwards.
Sir, exactly. You weren't there, so you can't determine if my business is over. I'm gonna have to put a complaint on you, sir. May I have your name again one more time?
My name is Sergeant Ryan Hodgson, sir. Okay? I said it twice now.
So I got Sergeant Ryan. I couldn't make out what his last name was. I wasn't going to guess and put anything up there. But this video will be uploaded. If you guys can get it, can hear what he say, or if you want to do, I'll check into it later at some time to try to get his full name. But if you guys get it before me, then drop it in the comments. But it's Sergeant Ryan. Last name I couldn't hear. Number 3286. This is the State Police Crime Scene Laboratory. This is the satellite location in Boston. Within the same location of the Chief Medical Examiner's Office, 857-377-2112. Now, I meshed this video together with the live that you guys seen yesterday, the actual live when the police came. It's meshed together. If you want to engage with that, which would probably be another minute or so, let me know in the comments. We can continue on. If not, y'all can check it out later on. Beginning part of the state trooper blocking my access from a public building. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to continue on. We're going to finish this conversation up. It's the resistance.
I'm sure you're recording it, and that's fine.
And what's your, may I have your number, please?
What number?
May I have your serial ID number, your badge number, whatever?
3286, sir. There you go. There's my ID number.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
3286.
Thank you. Just letting you know one more time, you're blocking access of business that I have from coming into a public building. You don't get to determine when my business is over. This is my right. I just want to let you know, you all on notice and you've been informed.
Asking what the nature of your business is, you won't explain it.
The nature of my business doesn't have anything to do with you.
Sir, if I'm providing security here for the people the public employees that work here also are provided the right of security. Okay?
I'm not posing a threat, sir. I'm not posing a threat. Sir, I'm not posing a threat.
We don't understand that. You won't give us the nature of your business. You say you just want to
Sir, I'll give the nature.
He keep questioning me about the nature of my business. I told him I'm here on business. Furthermore, the first time that I was there, I didn't cause a reason for them to prevent me from having access to the building again. So, let me know. Is it a constitutional right violation, or am I just the tempest in the teapot?
In my business, when I speak to the records access officer, now if you want to be present, no problem. You can be present. But I need to speak.
get the record access officer for you, okay? All right? Does that satisfy you, sir?
I appreciate it because I have business here. I have paperwork that needs to be submitted.
Okay, thank you.
It's a very psychological thing that's happening here.
Shout outs to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Once again, that was the conversation that I had with the state trooper, Ryan. Couldn't make out the last name, but I did get his serial ID number. And there's the phone number. That's the name of the unit of the Massachusetts State Police within the Chief Medical Examiner's Office, 720 Albany Street, Boston, Massachusetts, 02118. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. Y'all want me to continue on? Let me know. It's the resistance.
Hit the lights!
to get killed out here. Like it for everybody.
Okay.
Wow.
So we got social justice. He says he's looking for confrontation. Social justice, first of all, welcome to the live stream. If you want to expound more on what you're saying and, come with some logical, facts behind it, it'll be much appreciated. Even better, for real, even better, I'm going to drop the link in the chat, right? And you come on up in the StreamYard and we can talk about it. You can tell me the confrontation that I'm looking for. And I can explain anything you have to say. I can explain to you. So consider that.
They won't even let me in the building, y'all.
I'm just a picture. Picture in the frame. Pause. I don't control. I paint word pictures, so I don't control the colors.
I'm everywhere in public. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm trying to get in contact.
Crime scene services.
So this is the video that most of you guys seen from yesterday live video. Well, I'm gonna play this video because y'all asked me to, but I'm also read some comments. We got Daniel Garcia. This is a good piece of comment right here. Pull their surety bond, bro. He's not following public safety. He's not following public policy. Also, locking that door is illegal, so you can access the building. Once you pull a certified copy of his oath of office and the surety bond, I'm doing it right now for Broward County, Florida, for having an ID checker at the front door of the building. Once you make a letter of intent, then they have to abide by your request or pay the claim, and you can file a multi-million-dollar claim. They pay or they abide by your request. My man Daniel Garcia, do me a favor, take note of my email, eyezonbluebloodz@gmail.com. I want to talk to you because that's part of the things that I want to incorporate within the Resistance channel, educating people about surety bonds, because right now I'm in the process of learning about surety bonds and how to obtain them here in Boston. And Daniel, the problem I'm having is that none of these public offices want to give me the information, okay? I'm down to my last inquiry, which is to Boston headquarters, the chief of police, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to give me none of that information. So I think I'm going to have to let the feds step in and, get that information. Or better yet, before I go that far, contact the state's attorney to remind them that they're breaking the law. So, yeah, especially when you're in any kind of litigation, you're trying to obtain that information and they're not giving it up. Civil litigation, yeah, that's problems right there. They're breaking the law.
It's not available. Record your message after the tone.
All right, so this is what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, I'm back at the office of the chief medical examiner headquarters. Oh, we got police right here.
So the police are showing up. And this is the live. This is right after that conversation you heard me and the trooper having. And what I did was I took it off of pre-record and I flipped it to live. And here's a police officer stepping in. But to everybody, especially Daniel Garcia, he asked, how can I contact you again? I'm going to put it in the comments right now. Eyezonbluebloodz@gmail.com. And everything that sounds like an S is actually a Z. So it's eyezonbluebloodz@gmail.com. I'm putting it in the comment right now. And Daniel, please get in contact with me. I would love to get all the knowledge I can about these surety bonds. And what I do know, ladies and gentlemen, that it is real. You got people that comment and say, show me in the law where a police officer has to have a surety bond. And to be a police officer, you have to be insured, okay? You have to be insured. You got to be insured as a police officer, okay? In some places, they call them surety bonds. And Other places they call them indemnity bonds, personal performance bond, personal performance bond, of public official bond. They and certain depending on what state or city you in, they're located in certain offices as well. Like a certain state can have it in the city clerk's office, or it could be in the treasurer's office. Okay, it could be in several places. Problem I'm having here in Boston, and this is for anybody who has information about surety bonds. We could build this together and build the knowledge together to distribute it at a later time on surety bonds, indemnity bonds, public performance bond. All the information that y'all got, send it to eyesonbluebloodz@gmail.com, because we need to know this, because when police officers go outside the scope of the law while they under the color of law, and they do something crazy, like, bang you in your head, slam you to the ground, you go after them personally in an individual capacity, because once they do that, they're not acting as a police officer, and they're all game to be sued personally, and you sue the city because they was crazy for hiring that motherfucker.
How you doing? All right. You guys here for me? You get a call from me? What was the call? What's going on? Okay, so I was here yesterday. Yeah. I was trying to get some business taken care of. Yeah. And I wanted to put a complaint on the front desk receptionist because she denied me service. Really? All because of my camera. Yeah. Now, this is a public building. This lobby here is accessible to me. Not doing anything wrong. Yeah. So I spoke to the staff. I spoke to the records access officer, the receptionist superior.
So this is me explaining to them what happened the day before. I'm explaining to them what happened the day before, and I've seen these officers before. They know me. They got to identify me before I can identify them. It's only one of me. It's plenty of them. But what I have to say about this engagement is that overall, if I was the audit, I would give them a B plus. And the reason why I give them a B plus, because there was a few things that they failed to use their law enforcement duties on. Okay, they were supposed to get the information, then they were supposed to notify them that I was allowed to record. Not only that, when I told them that they were blocking me from getting these people's name, okay, that attorney, he has an oath of office. He took an oath of office. He was in violation as an attorney and working there. He made himself public because he works in the chief medical examiner's office. He blocked and delayed my process by not giving me the woman's name. Anybody that thinks that I'm wrong about that, I'm open to hear. Okay? If anybody can give me information on, as far as what I know about the law, I had to put in a complaint. They didn't give me the woman's name. Yeah, I noticed that every time you want to put a complaint in with one person, the superior always wants to step up and say, take my name. No, I'm not putting a complaint on you. I'm putting a complaint on the person that I want to put the complaint on.
I'm here for business, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to get things handled. Things were incomplete yesterday. I just filled in the police about what's going on. They're still not giving me access to the lobby, which is violates my constitutional rights. I have every right to be in here. So I ask that y'all please share this. This is definitely a tyranny and corruption episode right here. This is the office of the chief medical examiner's headquarters. Police said they're going to try to get it solved and sort everything out. We're going to see what's going to happen. This is the resistance. I ask y'all that y'all please share this. This is an ordeal right here. I came back to submit my public records request, and I also wanted to provide them the opportunity to give me the lady's last name one more time, okay? Because the attorney, who's also the records access officer,
And that's exactly what I meant. I thought that was courteous of me to come back and provide them the opportunity of giving me the lady's name, because I won't have to put any more further complaints. I wouldn't have to put any more further complaints. Okay? And let's just talk about this complaint thing. A lot of people think, oh, you're attacking a poor lady, and why would you do this to somebody? You're just doing this to cause attention and a confrontation, just like the guy said earlier in the chat that I'm just doing it for confrontation. Well, I come from a place where it was nothing but confrontation, okay? Southwest Philadelphia. And the confrontation always came from the police. And as a child, when I came up, I always seen them coming to me or coming to neighbors, anybody around in my community, and causing problems. And I always seen that those problems always kept people down, okay? Because I simply grown with that, and I turned it into a situation of challenging police when they do wrong, or when public officials, period, do wrong. Don't make me the bad guy, okay? You can call me an asshole. You can say whatever you want. But don't say, hey, he's a bad guy for doing what he's doing. Because if it happened to you, if it happened to your grandmother, if it happened to Auntie, you'll be mad as a motherfucker. And you'll be crying to the police. And they not going to help you. It is what it is.
You see, he came down and said that he doesn't feel comfortable with giving me her full name. And that's crazy because I have a complaint against a public worker. Her name should be readily accessible. Okay, and he's an attorney. Okay, I believe his name is Eric Hopper. He's the attorney and also the records access officer of the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner headquarters. Okay, this is tyranny right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm simply here for business. Simply here for business. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. Carl Medina, Jerry Van Hoof, Juxie, John Brown's Ghost, Matt R, Knowledge, DJ Nate, Mike D. I see y'all. Appreciate y'all. The gang's all here. Miss Eunice, Frankie and Lamad, Sander Van Boom. Appreciate y'all. Spider-Man, I was recording. I need them to handle my business.
Where you been? You don't make videos anymore?
I'm here for business, so I'm trying to...
This the silly stuff right here. He's in his official capacity, okay? I've had him called on me. I'm there trying to handle business, and he wants to engage about, have I stopped making videos? I'd be damned.
Focus on this. This is real important for me.
Okay, all right. So the gentleman said that you had made a request, right? But then this is him. It's not me. I have no idea what. He said when he asked you what your request was for information, you wouldn't tell him. But he's the guy that's going to give it to you.
But here's the thing: I had the public records request to submit to him, and I have a question. You guys can be present while I ask him. I would want you guys to be present because I don't want him to break any laws. Because he's already broken laws from yesterday. I had to put in a complaint on the front receptionist who denied me service.
Okay.
So he wouldn't give me her name.
And that's facts, because he wouldn't give me her name. He took oath for office. I have a complaint. He's blocking my progress. He's stopping my process. So it's all facts. He broke the law, and now I'm here for the second time, giving an opportunity to not break the law, to give me the woman's name. And they don't do it again. This is just, the live from yesterday. I had added the conversation from the state troopers in the beginning. You guys didn't see that. I wanted you guys to see that. Please share this video, even though there's another upload of this part of the video up there. But it would be more informative for other people who didn't see this part. So I appreciate it if y'all share it. This is real, man. This is what we go through. Like I said, it's been a shift. I don't know if it happened in the 20s, 30s. I believe it started happening in the 60s into the 70s, where these public servants felt as though, oh, this is what we tell them to do. This is how we tell them to do it. It don't go like that. And a lot of people have been going through that within the welfare office, within the social security office, and leave out not satisfied with the service that they receive. Why? Because they're dealing with a public worker who think they can handle the public any way they want. Nope. Don't go like that.
And of course,
they don't like us. They have different rules. They don't have to give you a name.
they work for the city. They do.
They don't have to give you a name.
They don't have to give me the name.
You got this cop right here saying that a city worker don't have to give me their name. What makes the chief medical examiner's office special and different from all the other public city offices? All the other public city offices, what makes them special that they don't have to give them a name? Shit, they work on dead people. They the ones who determine what type of death. What type of death, homicide, suicide, natural causes, okay? And they don't give up names? Are you fucking crazy? Wow.
No.
That's not true, sorry.
Well, aren't you looking for a request for information?
And I'm looking for the woman. I'm trying to get them to listen. They're teetering and liable for a lawsuit. I'm trying to give them an opportunity to give me this woman's last name. They're delaying my progress with a complaint. How can I put a complaint on someone when I don't have the last name?
Well, he knows who the employee is, so he can do it himself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, will I receive a receipt of what he's done as far as?
No, that's up to us. I don't think it's policy.
Well, why am I being restricted access to the public lobby?
You kind of doing it to me too. He wanted to know what your request was, and you said.
I have it in my book bag. Yes, I do.
All right, let me just talk one time and we'll be good. Okay?
But I'm being blocked from a publicly accessible.
I'm being restricted to the vestibule. Okay, they're able to go in. All right, they're members of the public, of course. Police officers are members of the public. Okay, within his official capacity, and when he's not in his official capacity, so they're able to go in to handle their business. Why am I not able to go into the vestibule and handle my business? Oh, but I gets up in there. Y'all gonna have to go check it out. Those who didn't see that live from yesterday, go check it out. It's up there. There's community posts about it. Y'all check it out. That was the second video. Okay, the original video was 2 days ago. And that blew up. And then the second video, when I came to complete the business that I needed to conduct. And that's this right here. So I'm going to wrap it up in maybe a minute or two. But y'all make sure y'all go check it out.
Come in the lobby, please.
Come on in.
Thank you. Hey, guys.
Long time no see.
Right.
No, I haven't seen you in a long time.
The vestibule got a little acoustic in it, so I'm going to try to bring it down.
Really?
Yeah, my voice is a
Yeah,
little deep,
no,
so I don't want to
yeah.
cause a disturbance. I need to speak with the state trooper in there because he blocked me from getting in the book.
Okay.
I need to put a complaint on him.
All right.
Okay.
How's the day going besides this?
Oh, I was
Enjoying the weather?
It's terrible because I'm trying to put a complaint.
Shout outs Daniel Garcia, Dreamland Resistance,
I'm in the lobby.
William
Can I just
Sharon,
have a word with you real quick? I just want to word with you.
Perfect Sense Resistance P,
So I wanted just to remind you that
Joe Black,
yesterday was not giving me this lady's full name.
Rayo,
Put a complaint in on. And
Glenn McDonald, Quacker,
I don't want to contact state attorney to remind you guys.
Undoc Ryan Native,
We need to, her name.
Cajun Randy 214, Albert Summer,
Everything, her name is.
Roscoe Big Man Terry. I appreciate y'all.
I'm not here for any ill will or danger.
Wake Up America and Resist. Shout out to Wake Up America and Resist.
But you will not provide. Once again, let me remind you.
Mike Norsdorf,
Working for the city, have a complaint with the co-worker of yours.
Papa
You will not give me the
Cats,
name. That's what you're telling me. You will not give me her name.
Kathy Crosby.
Okay.
Shout out to Kathy Crosby. Val Farad Thor. Becky O. Frank Pants. Y'all make sure y'all be safe out there. It's a crazy, crazy world. We dealing with police and even with public servants. It will lead you to this, ladies and gentlemen. If you keep tucking your tail, they're going to keep beating on your back. And that's word. That's real. Robert Ringus, Base Welshman, Savannah Bot Israel, Mike Jones, Jerry Van Hoof, Charles Ivory, DB Lump, I.E. Dixon. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know how to support the resistance. If you're digging this content, the raw content of tyranny and corruption, subscribe to all platforms. Links in the platform. Links in the description. Willie Luster.
May I have her name, Eric? Leslie.
Thank you for surveying.
Okay, guys, I want to get a complaint because he blocked me. Why do you fear for your safety? What did I do for you to fear for your safety? Can you explain, please? No, but you can say this.
Yeah.
Wow, really? I threatened you?
I mean, you've shown up here
This
twice.
is scary. I've been here on business both times.
You refuse to tell your business.
I don't refuse. No, let's back up. How did I refuse? You said I called this office?
Workers feel threatened and harassed, ladies and gentlemen. Please drop the timestamps anywhere in this video that I was threatening, harassing, bullying. Okay, anything that risen in the violent crime nature. Please put the timestamps, drop them in the comments, because their feelings do not trump my rights, okay? Their feelings do not dictate the services that I deserve to receive. This has have to change, ladies and gentlemen. This has to change. Oh, I don't feel like dealing with him. I don't like his attitude. Oh, he's not doing what I'm saying. He didn't do what I told him to do. So I don't want to, I want him gone. Nah. Actually, it works the other way around. If you don't do what the public wants you to do, you got to be gone. And it's real. You might not like it, but you're hearing it from me, the resistance. All public workers. Okay, all police officers, understand it. Stop treating people like shit. Because you never had the control. And I feel bad because the city will not educate you. The city will not educate you. John, he says 14 watching. Well, that's 14 people on YouTube. Maybe a few on Facebook. 7 people on Facebook. John, he's commenting on how many people are watching. Well, look here, buddy. If it was 2, that's enough for me. All right? It doesn't matter if I don't have multitudes in my chat. John, this is not what I'm here for, buddy. See, coming into this game, I understood. You got to give it to them in small doses. 17 now, I'm like 66. It don't matter. You're here. Okay? How about this, John? Pass it along. There's no expectation of privacy in public. Okay? Public recording is allowed in the United States of America, and I don't need anybody's consent. I am a member of this sweet land, and I can do what I want as long as I'm within the law. So leave me alone. And when I come into your public office, when I come into our public office, treat me with respect. And know that if you don't, it will be publicized. It's the resistance. It's what I do. It ain't got nothing to do with your color. It just got to do with the fool that comes in front of my camera.
You refuse to tell me.
I don't refuse. No, how do I refuse? You said I called this office. Remember the first time I called this?
Threatened and harassed. Threatened and harassed. That's what the attorney / records access officer just said. My workers feel threatened and harassed. I be damned.
Are you guys? He has 10 days to respond to that, sir. No, you don't understand the law. Can you give me your name? Can we handle this over here? Please. I appreciate it. Well, you blocked me access from a public building. This guy in here.
Shout out to Daniel Garcia. Take a little piece of this education, which is an Eyezonbluebloodz education, and pass it along to the people that you know, especially the ones who can possibly suffer under this kind of tyranny and corruption. Shout out Soy Leo.